Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Manning's Giants. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and you know, now more than ever, it's a passing league. We know that, and as Larry hit onto the open, we've got a couple of great passers squaring off here this afternoon.
And usually the discussion centers in on how they're going to compete against the opposite defense. But you and I had a nice little chat with one of these guys in this game, and they did say, look, I'm always competing against the opposite quarterback. If I play better than he does, I think my team has an advantage.
Makes the handshake afterwards a little sweeter, too. One of the shockers in the NFL in Week 6 came because of the New York Giants as their offense takes the field, and that man, Eli Manning, made his 205th consecutive start in that game. That ties him with Michael Strahan for the most in Giants history, but how about that victory?
That was amazing because think of all the players the Giants were down in that game, especially in the receiving corps, because before the injuries, those Giants receivers for Eli Manning, 1,435 combined catches for 138 touchdowns. And entering that game against Denver, 27 games worth, 19 catches, and 3 touchdowns. And they fashioned a win on the road against the Broncos.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma, personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
They run with a fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Paul Perkins, 73 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
One of the more cerebral quarterbacks in the NFL, analyzes situations, watches a ton of tape, adapts his game to whatever is presented in front of him. And despite the fact he's been in the league for 6 years, the future still bright for Russell Wilson.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
In music, the Seattle sound is distinctive. In the NFL, it's the Seattle running game. Usually ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. It fell to number 25 in 2016, and they're trying to revamp the offensive line and find a bell cow running back in order to get things moving again.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictates just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Offensively for the Giants, all the injuries that they've had, particularly at wide receiver, yet still able to win that game against Denver with the replacements.
I love how you phrased that. That's absolutely perfect. Because did you know Ed Egan before that game began?
I could lie to you.
Did you remember Tavares King had actually been selected originally by the Denver Broncos? So he was able to go back and get a little bit of revenge against them. Big time deal. But Roger Lewis is a guy to keep an eye on. He's really playing well at wide receiver for the Giants.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Some players may change, some coaches may change, but head coach Pete Carroll is still there, which means that Seattle's defense is always going to be a threat to be the top-ranked defense in the NFL. They ranked number 5 in 2016, and they continue to do it with a tremendous secondary and great pass rushers up front, able to utilize their skills to create matchup problems for offenses.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw again. Manning. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that. Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now Manning throwing on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Shotgun now for Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The fourth-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. The Giants defense, who was so great in week 6, especially that D-line, Jason Pierre-Paul had 3 sacks in that game alone.
Yeah, the team themselves got 4. Had a fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. When you evaluated that game going in, did you get the sense that the few stars the Giants have left available to play really needed to play well, and JPP led the charge, didn't he?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Manning now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Manning to throw on second down. He's got it. It's Paul Perkins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
Perkins on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Manning. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Manning. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's King. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Perkins on the give from Manning. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Manning now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. On second down, Perkins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Manning. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Geno Smith, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far. And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you. Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going. A lot of football left to be played. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag. And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. On second down, Rawls. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll is going to call out his field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there at the 43.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They go with Perkins again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level. The linebackers are the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are. But on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are. And that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though. So maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the second quarter. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
On play action, it's Manning. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bannon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Play action, Manning. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jaron Reed in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At some point, the doubters have to just kind of back off with Doug Baldwin, don't they? I mean, we're talking about back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, had over 90 catches in 2016. He's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, but he's going to be productive.
2016, also his first Pro Bowl as well. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
First down, this is Rawls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. 3rd down here. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Wilson again to Rawls. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense. Still third down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And our players spotlight now as we turn our attention to Eli Manning. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Here's Perkins on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On first down, back to Perkins. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. second down, here's Manning. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, Manning. Able to get away. Powers through. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wilson now to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And it's actually been out of the backfield. handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. Now Manning looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now this trio that New York has compiled, Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard, and of course Odell Beckham Jr., fits right into head coach Ben McAdoo's attack. They led the league in 3 wide receiver sets in 2016.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Shakes off the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Manning. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 38-yard line.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defensive given.
Manning now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Going to give it to Perkins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So we have come to halftime at what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Giants are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Seahawks didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Giants opening the game on offense. Perkins is going to look for space. He gone as he sprints to the end zone. The Giants with the early advantage. Seahawks have it midway through one. The pass ends up being picked off. Gibson is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the INT. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. As they move out in front, 14-0.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On the give, it's Perkins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, they go to Perkins. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Manning going to give to Perkins on the draw. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Working from the gun, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Manning now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A handoff to Perkins. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On play action, now Manning. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Manning, and that is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On 4th down, off goes Manning, and on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They go again with Rawls. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense draws.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Wilson on second down. It's caught. Lockett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They give it to Rawls. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Following the penalty now, Lacey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our players spotlight now as we turn our attention to Eli Manning. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. On the run, it's Perkins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Uses the spin. A 2nd spin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Wilson, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Second and 10 now, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Second down now after the pass completion. '20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Thomas Rawls who finishes it off with a touchdown run. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And look at this. pass. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, 29 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third and long, it's Manning. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up fourth down now.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Manning now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Play action. Manning. His throw incomplete. Throwing is Manning on third down. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Brad Wing now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. A handoff right to Rawls. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And now a first down following that long gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff left to Rolls. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down, Rolls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.